Hello everybody, welcome back to Hopeful Happenings. It's time for Movie Mentions, where I talk about a popular movie and dissect it so you understand its plot. Today's movie mention is the hilarious
NACHO!
So let's get started. At the beginning, we are shown the status quo, who the character is, the setting, and what's natural in the setting. Right away, we also see the conflict. Here is a holy priest who is in love with wrestling but clearly is not allowed to like wrestling at all. His call to action comes when he sees the poster for a prize in a wrestling match, and the reason why the story had to be now and not another time is the combination of wanting to impress the new nun and getting the chips stolen. The call to action is also a foreshadowing of what is to come. So we can guess that if he's getting called into a fight, then the climax will also be a fight. But at the time this call comes, Nacho is already looking for a new way to prove his worth in the convent. And like many heroes on their hero's journey, he denies the call at first.
Wrestling is ungodly, Ignacio. People cheer for him, but he is a false idol.
We also learn right afterwards that he wants the money for the orphans and wants the fame because he's not getting recognized. Okay, so he leaves the convent and his real journey begins. He gets some companions, Steven, Jancho, and this random guy. Steven and Nacho also mentor each other. Because Nacho accepted the call, the stakes get higher. The quality of life improves, but here he is now sneaking out more and more. He used to be just a one-time fight, and now it's not. Every time they fight, Nacho risks getting caught. And each fight gets bigger and bigger. As the fights increase, the money does too, and now we have not just a problem of getting caught, but a problem of vanity as well. Nacho is letting himself get what he wants, even if it means putting the orphans second. This was contrary to his initial reason for joining the fight. It's also leaking into the orphans' lives too, as they start to fight as well. With each event in the rising action, the highs get higher and the lows get lower. This is true for all stories. I would call Nacho's time in the desert his ordeal. It's when a character plunges into some kind of abyss. And at this point, he's lost his friends, he's lost his place at the convent, and he's even given up wrestling. However, after talking to Steven, he remembers why he did this in the first place and has the courage to fight again. I love that Steven is a dynamic character along with Nacho, which means that he changes throughout the course of the story. He starts out the movie only thinking about himself, hating orphans,
I hate orphans.
and hating God, and now he's not only telling Nacho that the orphans need him, but he even offers to pray to God for help. But there's one last piece to making Nacho completely transformed to conquer in the climax. And this is when he sees the support of his orphans and Sister Encarnacion. That was the strength he needed. It's also such a strength to him because finally he can be all parts of himself at once and not have to hide anything. You'll usually see this in a story where the character hides a big part of their personality in the beginning, that in the end they will have to show this part of their personality and learn to just accept it. Like promised, we got the big fight at the climax, and the result of this is a new status quo, where the orphanage has enough money to provide a better life for the kids, and Nacho can be the priest he wants with the people he likes most. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like this movie mentions with Nacho Libre. If there's a movie that you would like to see on Movie Mentions, then please comment below. Also, you can follow my journey writing my second book on my Instagram page. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.